In life, the protection of our loved ones is one of our deepest concerns. We constantly seek ways to shield our families from harm, whether physical, emotional, or spiritual. As believers, we know that true protection comes from Allah, the most merciful and the most powerful. In this video, we will explore a powerful prayer for family protection, one that calls upon Allah's divine mercy to safeguard our homes, minds, and hearts from all harm. If you're seeking peace, security, and blessings for your family, this prayer is a beautiful way to invite Allah's protection into your lives. 1. Supplication to Allah. Beginning with invoking Allah's mercy and power. The prayer opens with a sincere call to Allah, acknowledging Him as the most merciful and the most powerful. This establishes a spiritual connection rooted in humility and reverence. By addressing His divine attributes, the supplication sets a tone of trust and reliance, reminding the believer that Allah alone holds the authority to protect and preserve. It is a moment of surrender, turning to the Creator with full faith, seeking His shelter and intervention for the family's safety. 2. Request for divine protection. Asking Allah to shield the family from evil. This part of the prayer expresses a heartfelt plea for Allah's protection over every aspect of the family's life. It seeks His divine barrier against visible and hidden harms that may threaten their peace or safety. The believer asks Allah to be the unseen shield that surrounds their loved ones, protecting them during daily routines, interactions, and even in their sleep. It is a request for constant safeguarding, invoking Allah's power to repel all forms of evil and misfortune. 3. Protection from the unseen. Seeking safety from the evil eye, whispers of Shaytan, and hidden dangers. This part of the prayer focuses on threats that are beyond human perception, those that silently affect hearts, minds, and circumstances. It calls upon Allah to guard the family from the evil eye, which can cause harm through envy. It also seeks refuge from the whisperings of Shaytan that may lead to conflict, doubt, or sin. Additionally, it asks for protection from unseen dangers, whether spiritual or situational, that lie hidden in the world but are fully known to Allah. 4. Mental, physical, and spiritual safety. Asking for protection of the mind, body, and soul. This segment of the prayer seeks comprehensive well-being for every family member. It asks Allah to preserve their mental clarity and emotional strength in times of stress or confusion. It calls for physical safety from illness, injury, or accidents. Spiritually, it pleads for protection from misguidance, doubt, and weakness in faith. By covering all dimensions of human existence, the prayer becomes a complete shield, requesting Allah to maintain balance, health, and righteousness in every part of their lives. 5. Presence of angels, requesting angelic protection around the family at all times. This part of the prayer invokes Allah's command over His angels, asking Him to assign them as guardians over the family. It reflects the belief that angels, by Allah's will, can encamp around believers, warding off harm and bringing peace. The prayer seeks their presence during the day and night, in moments of vulnerability and rest. It is a humble appeal for divine company, silent, watchful protectors who ensure safety, tranquility, and divine blessings in every corner of the home. 6. Spiritual cleansing of the home. Asking Allah to fill the home with light and peace. This part of the prayer is a request for Allah to purify the home from any negative energy, harmful influences, or spiritual disturbances. It asks that His divine light fill every room, creating an atmosphere of serenity and blessing. The believer seeks an environment where faith thrives, hearts remain at ease, and remembrance of Allah is constant. It is a plea for a home that reflects the tranquility of a spiritually healthy space, welcoming to angels and closed off to evil. 7. Unity and love. Within the family, praying for stronger bonds and mutual support. This portion of the prayer turns inward, asking Allah to strengthen the emotional and relational ties among family members. It seeks to foster love, understanding, and patience in daily interactions, especially during moments of disagreement or hardship. The prayer emphasizes harmony over conflict, compassion over criticism, and support over separation. By inviting Allah's guidance into their relationships, the family becomes a source of comfort and resilience for one another, united not just by blood, but by shared faith and purpose. 8. Guidance and healing. Seeking divine guidance for all family members and healing for those in pain. This part of the prayer calls for Allah's wisdom to guide each family member toward righteous paths. It asks for clarity in decision-making, the strength to follow divine commands, and the wisdom to navigate life's challenges. Additionally, it seeks healing for those who are suffering, whether physically, emotionally, or spiritually. The prayer implores Allah to restore health, remove pain, and bring comfort, ensuring that the family is not only protected, but also spiritually nourished and emotionally whole. 9. Complete trust in Allah. Affirming full reliance on Allah's protection. This final part of the prayer expresses total surrender and trust in Allah's will. The believer acknowledges that, no matter the trials or challenges faced, it is Allah alone who holds the ultimate power over their protection and well-being. It is an affirmation that despite human efforts, the protection and success of the family are ultimately in Allah's hands. This submission cultivates peace, knowing that Allah's wisdom and mercy will always guide and safeguard them in all circumstances. In conclusion, always remember that Allah's protection is the greatest shield we can seek for our families. By placing our trust in Him and reciting powerful prayers, we invite peace, safety, and blessings into our homes. May Allah keep your family safe, healthy, and united in faith. If you found this prayer beneficial, please like, share, and subscribe to Sacred Deen for more spiritual content. I also encourage you to comment below with your own prayer for family protection. Let's create a community of support and positivity. May Allah bless you and your loved ones always. Ameen.